Morning everybody, welcome to this round 4 Payne Cup clash between St Pat's Mackay and Ignatius Park College of Townsville. Ignatius Park side at fullback, Carthane Hill. Number 2 is Raheem Rolfe. Number 3, Jake McCall-Fickling. Number 4, Eddie Hampson. Number 5 is Lucas Dummett. Number 6, Brathan Knox. Number 7, Thomas Duffy. Number 8, Trey Valentine. Number 9, Maverick Pugararo. Number 10, Isaiah Vaiololo. Number 11, Adam Mitchell. Number 12, Wade Johnson. Number 13, Luke Jack. Number 14, Lachlan Lurch. Number 15, Jacob Vaiololo. Number 16, Sean Burke. And number 22, Damon Marshall. Number 18 is Jazz Spry. And number 19, Andrew Manello. St Pat's team running right to left on your screen. It's number 1, Brady Hazeldine. Number 2, Jordan Watkins. Number 3 is Corey Shepherd. Number 4, Toby Strecker. Number 5, Bevan Rickard. Number 6, Barley Black. Number 7, Henry Vella. Number 8 is Barley Jeffs. Number 9, Toby Thorburn. 10, Baden Robinson. Number 11, Ethan Sweet. Number 12, Hugh Arthur. Number 13, Ethan Coco on the bench. Number 14, Brady White-Stiles. Number 15, Braden Johns. Number 16, Blake Kinniston. Number 17, Elliot McLeod. Number 19, James McGowan. Number 20 is Tyler Toby. St Pat's coached by Chad Buckby. Iggy Park coached by Stephen Lansley. So St Pat's with an early dropout, getting caught in goal there. Earlier match in the Cowboys Challenge, Ignatius Park ran out winners over Mercy College by 8 points. That leaves Ignatius Park on top of the table in the Cowboys Challenge, and that was Mercy College's first loss. So good game of footy there. And this battle here is to determine the semi-final spots for each team looking to shore up a spot in the semis. So looking forward to a good clash here today. Ball that going in the back. Loose pass there from Ignatius Park. And a knock on early. So it's a little bit scrappy early in the piece. So St Pat's looking to work it out of their end early. And a penalty to Pat's early, just not clearing the ruck there. So St Pat's getting their first win of the competition last week against St Brendan's, which has given them a sniff of semi-final. So they'll be looking to capitalise on that with another win today and make sure of their spot. Ignatius Park had a mixed season so far. Both teams heading into a local derby in round 5. So St Pat's will play Mackay State High School, and Ignatius Park will play the undefeated Kerwin High. Robinson now. Baden Robinson, under 15 Queensland schoolboys last year. Thorburn now dummy half. Finds the runner. St Pat's working up to halfway. Thorburn down to Strecker. Strong run from Strecker. Robinson again. Strong carry. Pat's in good position on the last tackle. We'll go back to Valla for the kick. Valla puts it high. Strong breeze running from the north today. It's going to be a warm day. The kick through and a knock on from Ignatius Park. The winger there, Lucas Drummett. So St Pat's will have their first opportunity with a loose head and feed 10 metres out from the try line. So Kerwin take a win over St Brennan's yesterday in the game played here in Mackay, which leaves St Brennan's fighting to avoid qualification for next year. And this game now, following this, we'll have the Cowboys Challenge in the Payne Cup match between Mackay State High School and the Cathedral College of Rockhampton. To Coco. On to Black. Black close to the line. Coco again. Strong carry there from Coco. Thorburn. Out to Valla. Through the back line to Hazeldine. Short feet from Hazeldine. Back to the post and Robertson. Losing the ball. Just not quite getting to the completion there, St. Pat's. So St. Pat's playing without confidence in the first couple of rounds, with a couple of heavy defeats there to Curwen, St. High and Cathedral College. But last week, finding a bit of form. Side had a lot of promise this year. And they're starting to find their touch now. Ignatius Park, a similar sort of season so far, but a perennial powerhouse in this competition and be looking for 2 points here today in the comp. Penalty. It's not clearing the ruck again, so the referees just making sure the ruck's kept clean early, making the players aware of this. So strong breeze, strong northerly wind here today, which is unusual. So the breeze coming left to right across the screen, giving a fair bit of assistance to the team running in that direction. So Iggy running with the breeze in the first half. It's the 8 there, and Valentine. Pecoraro into dummy half. It's Luke Jack, lock forward. Strong carry there from Adam Mitchell. Pecoraro again. Short ball onto the 4 in Eddie Hampson. Hampson goes in the corner. Poor defence there at wide from St. Pat's. Poor communication, got caught short on the short ball to the centre running through. And Ignatius Park will open the account early, 4 points to 0 over St. Pat's. It's a good run there from Adam Mitchell, the second rower, getting St. Pat's on the back foot. The halfback, Duffy jumping in there, finding the flat ball runner in Eddie Hampson. And he goes over the 4-pointer. So Ignatius Park 4, St. Pat's yet to score, with Duffy looking to add the extras just about a metre inside the western touchline here at Mackay Junior Rugby League. So big thanks to Mackay Junior Rugby League for allowing us to host our schoolboys games here at their facility down here today. Brought to you on this live stream by News Limited. So I hope you enjoy the broadcast. And we'll be doing all games here today at the JRL. Kick waved away. The score remains 4 points to 0. 9 minutes gone in the first half. St. Pat's with a few injury problems in this game, so not exactly at full strength, but there's enough quality there to not have that to be an excuse. As we get deep in the competition, each team starting to look to their reserve players to carry the load to account for those injuries. We get in schoolboy football. So Iggy, open the account now, give them confidence early. Good defence there from St. Pat's. The 12 and Arthur working hard in the front row and Jeffs. Another good run there from the 11 in Mitchell. Looks to be a handful. Last tackle here for Ignatius Park. Back to Duffy. There's a short little kick. Watkins, St. Pat's winger, solid under that ball. And St. Pat's will bring it out of their own half
15 minutes out from their own try line. The nippy fullback and Hazeldine. Shepherd. Robinson again. Only 16, Baden Robinson, but plays above his weight as a front row, quality front row. Thorburn again. Back to Coco. Ethan Coco made Queensland country last year. He's another 16-year-old. Queensland schoolboys is a 15-year-old. So high quality player, Ethan Coco, and he leads his pack very well. He's a grade 11 boy, so he's got another year of schoolboy football to go after this one. Both teams getting into the grind. Coming down this short side again, it's the number 8 there in Valentine. Trey Valentine. Maverick Pegararo, the hooker, in there. That's the 13 in Luke Jack. Duffy. Grabbing kick through. Play on to Ignatius Park. St. Pat's defender's gone into touch on the far side. So it'll be a changeover. St. Pat's defending that one. Ignatius Park looking likely on this right edge at the moment. The front row of Valentine working well with the second row and Adam Mitchell. Just working the player over a bit in the ruck there. And the referee penalising for that. So referee really coming hard down on those ruck infringements early. Ethan Sweet was the tackled player on that side for St. Pat's. Vella finds touch. 5 metres St. Pat's side of halfway. Struggled the tap for Sweet, Ethan Sweet. Thorburn finds a big 16-year-old front row and Barley Jeffs. Just a loose carry in the ruck there from Jeffs. Coach killer on early tackle too. So it'd be Ignatius Park feed. There's to shake that one off. Pat's working hard now. Valentine again. So the 6th there, and Brothen Knox finding room on the left-hand side of the field. So Ignatius on the last tackle now. Back to Duffy, pressure on Duffy. Stands up, grabbing kick through. And it's going to be knock on both ways. So Hazeldine not fielding the grubbing kick through, and it will be Ignatius Park feed. 10 metres out. So a big chance here for Ignatius Park to extend to their lead. Just lacking urgency there on the try line, Hazeldine. Tricky bounce. St. Pat's need to improve their goal line defence getting up on the kicker there. Just a little bit in 6s and 7s. 4 there in big centre in Hampson again. Duffy. Driving defence there from St. Pat's. Second tackle. Pegarara and dummy half. Loose, almost bobbing the ball there. Quick scoot there from Ignatius Park. And they've got this one. Yes, they have. They've gone over just to the left of the uprights there. Ignatius Park going over. Can't quite see the scorer. Ignatius Park 8 now. St. Pat's yet to score. So just coming off St. Pat's errors. It really comes down to ball control in these schoolboys games. So who controls the footy wins the game. So defensively, St. Pat's there. Just need to pick up their game. Need to be able to defend those errors. So St. Pat's not having much quality ball in Ignatius Park's half so far. Just looking to play the game down the other end. They're running a fair headwind. One or two opportunities they've come up with errors. So they continue to do that. Will make the day pretty difficult indeed. Ignatius Park, on the other hand, taking advantage of the wind, playing almost all the football down St. Pat's end so far. 17 minutes gone in this first half, and Duffy adds the extras, so that takes it 10 points to 0. Ignatius Park over St. Pat's. There in Viololo. Strong run. Back inside of the 12 in Wade Johnson. Coming down the right side again. Mitchell. Inside ball there to Johnson again. Sorry, that's not Johnson, that's Marshall. High kick. Shepherd takes it cleanly. That's Watkins, I should say. Good take from Jordan Watkins. Rickard coming from the carry from the far wing. Bevan Rickard gets his front. Johns on the field now for St. Pat's, Braden Johns. Strong carry, built low to the ground, has a good carry on him. Hard kicking into this wind. Thorburn kicks the ball out on the full. So it's a tough place to kick from. In this strong northerly breeze, you want to be keeping that low. So St. Pat's is struggling to find their rhythm early. Valolo. Marshall now. Strong run from Damon Marshall. Back to Pegararo, scooting around the ruck. Wrapped up there by Johns. He 30 metres out from St. Pat's line. Valolo again. Getting through some work. 15 out. Marshall again. Front row's working tandem. Loose carry there from Marshall. And picked up there by the St. Pat's fullback, Brady Hazeldine. Thorburn finding Shepherd. So loose carry there once again. So St. Pat's coming off the error. So St. Pat's just need to get their second completion. I think one set's been completed so far, so Coach Buckby will have to be something to say about that at half time. But the fullback there working around, pass looked a bit suspect to the winger than the far side in Raheem Rolfe. Getting the ball away, probing around the ruck. That's a 16 there in Sean Burke. Quick ball on to Duffy, gets the ball out to Mitchell again. Once again, St. Pat's under the pump. Marshall. And another penalty there, getting off the line too early. And a knock on there. So St. Pat's going to let it off the hook early in the tackle count. So St. Pat's still going to get to their kick, and a good kick too. Whitestyle's now on the field for Thorburn. So giving Toby Thorburn a break. Whitestyles. So Park working it out now. Back to the winger there, number 2 in Raheem Rolfe.
Get off the line now, boys. Shut it down.
Ignatius Park will extend the lead before half time. 6 minutes to go here in this half. Ball goes high. Rickard comes in, ball goes backwards and touched, and it'll be a goal line dropout there to St. Pat's. So pretty scrappy early in this first half there. St. Pat's just struggling to get through their sets. Marshall, strong run from Marshall.
Just got Michael Comerford with me now, coach of the Mercy College side. He's going to join me in commentary today. G'day, Michael.
Hey Scott, how you going?
Yeah, good.
Was it Mr. McSherry today?
No, it's first name basis, mate. Duffy puts it on there again for Adam Mitchell. St. Pat's looking to defend this right-hand side where the points have been coming so far. Out to the 4 there in Hampson. Last tackle here for Ignatius Park. St. Pat's desperate to defend this one. Duffy now, kick across field. Chase coming through. There's an excellent take. And Ignatius Park will score that one. So disappointing again for St. Pat's. Didn't really have the pressure through on the kicker. And Ignatius Park extend the lead 14 points to 0 with the kick to come.
It's a quality kick there in the windy conditions here, Lane. You see a lot of teams now, instead of kicking over to their wingers, they'll kick over the top of the halfback there. And that's what made it difficult for Bevan Rickard there from St. Pat's to get an opportunity to catch the ball. So it's pretty well executed play given the conditions here today.
There's definitely possessions are key, and obviously field position there, Michael. Like it is pretty windy. Almost all the games have played down here in the St. Pat's end so far.
And St. Pat's actually did a fair job there of holding out a couple of back-to-back sets, so they'll be frustrated that they've let Iggy Park through there on tackle 5 after they've done all the hard work throughout the set. So hopefully with only 3 minutes to go, they can play a bit more footy down the other end to limit their chances.
We've seen a few games so far in this Aaron Payne Cup comp. I think a couple of weeks ago, Kerwin were up 30 points to 0 over TCC at half time. I know yesterday they were up 18 points to 0 over St. Brendan's. And they were definitely second half comebacks from both the opposition in that, so you just can't really tell the tail of the tape how it's going to roll out in schoolboy football. So plenty of time left for St. Pat's. So 16 points to 0. The kick was successful there from Duffy. 2.5 minutes remaining in this first half. And St. Pat's into this breeze. The ball just holds up. Opportunities there for St. Pat's to get the ball back.
Iggy Park.
And the Iggy have the ball.
It's a bit crucial here. They've already given up 20 to 30 metres off the kick holding up in the breeze, so it'd be crucial that they don't allow Iggy Park to get an attacking kick in to finish the set.
That's right. Damon Marshall, getting through a lot of work. Marshall been very impressive. Big 22.
Strong contact there from Elliot McLeod.
Yeah, McLeod looking to find a bit more form from last week's game, but
Yeah.
oh, good run there from Lachlan Lurch. And tackle there by Hazeldine, his last tackle. St. Pat's desperate not to concede more points before half-time. Duffy goes back the other way. Good kick through from Duffy, he's a good player. And great take there from the Iggy Park winger. And it'll be a changeover, I think, on the
St.
last.
Pat's ball, I think. As we were saying before, just the 20 metres lost off the kickoff just allows Iggy Park there to have an attacking kick opportunity, and probably unlucky not to score, to be honest. So St. Pat's will just be looking to get to half time here, and still got a fair bit of work to do to get out of their own end.
Yeah.
Strong carry there.
Hazeldine. At the Sweet, hard-working second row, Ethan Sweet down the right side.
Interesting to see how they finish this set. Do they go for a defensive kick towards the sideline? Given that Iggy Park will still have enough time to get through possibly one set before half time.
John's now centre of the field. Out to Black. Awkward bounce. Towed through. It's a
20 and Toby on the field now. Double knock on with 20 seconds to go. So probably a chance for one play here for Ignatius Park before half time. No, that is half time. So half time here in the Payne Cup Clash. St. Pat's yet to score, with Ignatius Park taking a 16-point lead into the sheds. So Coach Buckby will have plenty to say to his charges, where it's been completions probably been their bugbear. St. Pat's will have the breeze in the second half, be looking to take advantage of that. What do they have to do, Michael, to get back in the game?
Field position will be crucial here, and it's going to be very hard for Iggy Park to work out of their own end, so they'll St. Pat's may have an opportunity to capitalise on that defensive mindset, I think. So if St. Pat's know they have the confidence that there's still a shot here, hopefully they can play some attacking footy down the other end of the field and put some points on. But in saying that, I'm sure Iggy Park will have their heads around the job ahead of them in this half, running into the Sprees.
Exactly right. All right. Well, we'll be back after half-time with the second half of this Payne Cup Clash, and then we'll head into our second lot of fixtures for the day after that, with Mackay State High School playing Cathedral College of Rockhampton. Until then, we'll be back in 10 minutes. So here we are back for the second half. This Payne Cup Clash, Ignatius Park College playing St. Pat's Mackay. Iggy Park kicking off, running right left on your screen, into the breeze this time. St. Pat's looking to come back from a 16-point deficit at half-time. So no doubt a few choice words from Coach Buckby earlier. And that's Kinniston on the field now by the looks of things.
He's replaced Fella at half-time.
Yep, Vella's off the field. So Kinniston's kicking game will come into play, you'd say, in the second half with the breeze. Prolific kicker of the ball.
Sometimes when in these conditions, the temptation is to kick early, but I think you're giving up 10 to 15 metres on those couple of last carries in the set. So if St. Pat's can get to the end of their sets here, just as I've said that.
Hazeldine turning the ball over early in the tackle count. It's a good run from Hazeldine, just losing the ball in the contact. Ignatius Park now on the attack.
That's crucial. They've given Ignatius Park here great field position. Again, haven't made the most of that breeze, and then giving away a penalty here will just compound that.
Iggy Park looking to extend their lead. Out of the 16 and Burke. Marshall running off him, not getting the ball. Coming out to the right side now through the 5'8", and Braithen Knox.
Great job there from McLeod and Sweet.
Back to Burke. Lurch into dummy half. Set up to the right.
Great ball.
And good shift from the ruck play there. Ignatius Park scoring early in the second half. Lead now 20 points to 0. So not the start St. Pat's are looking for at all.
That's a great ball there from the dummy half for Ignatius Park. He's probably burnt 3 or 4 defenders just with his pass there, and that's what's created the spaces out wide there. A nice little set play with the fullback popping up just on the outside shoulder of the halfback. Again, comes back to St. Pat's not completing that set from the kickoff. That's just giving Ignatius Park great field position, and the win doesn't mean anything if you're not getting to your kicks, especially at the start of the half.
We don't have the stats in front of us, but I can't recall St. Pat's completing a set and getting a quality kick away in the first half at all, which is reflected in the scoreboard. So still a long time to go in this game, though. As we've seen in other schoolboys games, if they get a bit of a roll on, and things turn around pretty quickly.
That's the thing, and St. Pat's have to have a positive mindset here that they're definitely still in this game, and the breeze alone should be worth a try or two. So hopefully, if they can keep the positive mindset here and have a disciplined set from this kickoff and get out of their own end.
Great kick there from Duffy into the breeze. So lead now 22 points to 0. With
Just over 3 minutes gone in this first half.
Bit of a thankless job here, catching kickoffs like this. It's gone dead.
Yeah, on the full. There's a strong breeze there, so will be a normal kickoff for Kynaston's. Gone dead in goal, so
Again, any advantage that they could have got by the breeze with the field positions now been surrendered, and Iggy Parker on the attack again to start again at the start of this half.
big front row there in Valolo. Isaiah Valolo working hard through the middle of the field. Lurch.
Need one here on the left.
16 there, and Burke again. Falling off the tackles there, St. Pat's.
Again, good service there from the dummy half.
Yeah, it's been good, Lurch, since he come on the field. Out there for the second row, and Hampson again, just strolling over. Lurch, when he's come on the field, I was impressed with Pecoraro, the number 9, when he was on the first half, but they've got two excellent 9s there, and Lachlan Lurch comes on the field. His ball service from dummy half is really finding St. Pat's short out wide.
Again, that pass there's burnt 3 or 4 defenders under the posts and creates big spaces out wide. St. Pat's could have done a much better job trying to solve that, but yeah, that was very slick ball movement to the right side there. Interesting left to right pass as well. A lot of young kids struggle to pass with their non-dominant hand on the left. So for a 17 or 18-year-old there to be able to throw that 15 to 20 metre pass to the right, that's a great asset to have in your team.
There's certainly a few weapons there. I mean, Ignatius Park hasn't so far been dominant in this competition, but you can say they've got a lot of potential. I was talking to the Curvin coaching staff, who, you know, they have been undefeated in this comp. They have their local derby against Iggy Park next week. They're certainly not taking the game lightly. They did say Iggy Park tend to grow an extra leg when they play Curvin. It looks like they're building nicely into a bit of form too.
Yeah, I think so. I think that local derby will bring the best out in both teams, and I think in previous years, regardless of the form throughout the regular season, I think once those two teams play each other, the calibre of the footy goes up a gear, and I'm sure we'll see it next week with both those teams locking their semi-final spots in. I think they'll be looking to definitely build some momentum going into those playoff games.
Kinnison looking for a better kick. Takes a little bit of juice off this time round. St. Pat's desperate for some footy here, looking to force an error early in the Ignatius Park set. It's a bit quiet out there, St. Pat's. Have been quiet all game, to be honest. I know they've done a lot of defending.
Great shot there.
Need to keep the shot there from Elliot McLeod. Now that's the error that they've been looking for, and hopefully they can get a little bit of joy out of this set.
At this stage as well, it's the trap now is because they haven't completed to play conservative footy. The situation, they need more points than minutes left on the clock, so they're going to have to get to their points for their attacking shape as quick as they can, and try and get some points on the board here.
Black playing at 5'8" today. White Styles in a dummy half. Wants a runner there in Johns. Kynaston finds Hazard on inside ball to Strecker. Big set centre. Back to the middle of the field. Over to the left. Through McLeod. That's Shepherd on that side. So Thorburns back on the field now. Gets the ball out the back.
Should be 6 to go.
Should
here.
be 6
I
to
know.
go.
They've got a forward pass.
Forward pass from St. Pat. So not quite getting the result, but they're down the right end of the field.
So they're just a little bit disjointed in attack there. You see Elliot McLeod getting stuck with the ball twice within that set. With the skill they've got in their halves and a dummy half there with Toby Thorburn, I think, and with Hazeltine at fullback, down this end of the field, the more often those guys got the footy in their hands, the more dangerous St. Pat's is going to be.
So Pat's looking for a big set defence here. Sweet and Strecker working in tandem there. McCall of Fickling will play the ball. Ziggy looking comfortable. The early stages of this second half. 10 minutes gone now. St. Pat's is looking to get some points on the board and get a little bit of make a bit of impact in this game.
Hopefully be able to force a poor kick here, kicking from the sideline.
So it looks as though so Whitestall's still on the field. He's playing a lock, is he? Good tack there from Hazeldine. Hazeldine's looking for some open space. He's got some wheels on him, but he's just, their kick chase has been solid.
This is where St. Pat's can get themselves back into the game. Hazeldine's caught that on the 40, tackle 2, around halfway. They should be looking to play some attacking footy here, given the scoreboard. Hopefully St. Pat's within the set can be a little bit more cohesive with their attack. Good opportunity here for a set play.
So Pat's now on the attack. Thorburn in a dummy half. Finds Johns. Johns getting back towards the post. Thorburn needs to take control here, the senior hand in this side. Kinniston, show and go.
It's great inside field there from number 22.
He's been strong all game, Damon Marshall. And Pat's over.
Ethan
It
Sweet.
is Ethan Sweet. So St. Pat's just getting through their work, completing their sets. They've opened their account now, so good try there from St. Pat's, and that will give them a bit of confidence. 26 points to 4 with a kick to come. 80 minutes to go in this game.
I think Ignatius Park, although they're sitting quite comfortable on the scoreboard, might be a little bit concerned about letting in a try quite easily there to Ethan Sweet, just running one out on the short side there. So proves how easy, again, that we spoke about before with schoolboys footy, it is to get yourself back in the game. And with this breeze and 18 minutes to go, there's no reason St. Pat's should feel they're out of the game yet.
No, definitely not. It's Bally Black looking to add the extras. Needs this one, actually, to keep them in the hunt mathematically. And which he does. It's 26 points to 6, 17 minutes remaining in this game. So St. Pat's will take some confidence out of that. And all of a sudden you can hear the chat starting to pick up.
Yeah,
so
definitely an increase in the energy there from St. Pat's. And to be fair, that's what they needed 10 minutes ago to start the half. But again, from here, if they catch the ball around the 20 or 30, they should be in a position, hopefully, to put an attacking kick in and then build a little bit of momentum.
Yes, for sure. There's certainly talent in the St. Pat side. Just there's a little bit of confidence and a bit more cohesion in what they're doing. Kinniston, good take.
Robinson
back on the field, yep. Good vision there from Thorburn.
St. Pat's working over this right edge here. A little bit of joy there. Sweet has a couple of strong carries.
On a Strecker, loose carry. Oh.
As we just mentioned, the inability to complete from your own half takes away any chance they would have had of putting some pressure on Ignatius Park there. Discipline will be crucial here for St. Pat's. The more time in possession Iggy Park had in this part of the field, the slimmer their chances get of coming back in this game. So getting to the end of this set, hopefully forcing a poor kick will be key.
Definitely.
6-0 here. We've got no one on the short side.
Strong carry there from Adam Mitchell. He's been excellent today. He'd be reluctant to take Lachlan Lurch the 14 off the field the way he's been playing there. Michael's
Yeah, the service has been outstanding from dummy half. As you see, he just puts them on the front foot, just makes them a lot more threatening with the halves, being able to catch the ball on the run and take the line on.
back inside the 5'8" Knox. St. Pat's under pressure again. It's Burke. Out the back to the fullback and Hill. Good scramble there from St. Pat's. Oh, has he got the ball down? He has. Sorry, I thought they caught him short.
It's really poor defence there from
So I think it's Rolfe over in the corner. Raheem Rolfe.
See Toby Strecker there coming in. Kinniston had the fullback. Okay. Out wide there, you need to have trust that you're inside. Defender's going to help you out, and you see Kinniston was pushing hard from the inside. Strecker crossed him over, jamming in, and that's what created the opportunity. Really need to be solving those kind of problems if St. Pat's are to be any chance of winning games at this level. The biggest thing here as well, by the time halfback here is taking the kick, St. Pat's kick off, Ignatius Park get through their set, we're probably looking at another at least 3 to 4 minutes before St. Pat's touch the ball.
That's right. So yeah, Ignatius Park been very strong today. They've got the win against St. Brendan's.
Come from behind victory in that game?
Yeah, come from behind victory in that game. Had the win over Mackay State High School, and with a loss to Cathedral College, but they weren't out of that game either. So
great strike, just to the right.
They're certainly up there, Ignatius Park.
Given that they'll have secured their semi-final spot after today, I think they'd just be looking to build nicely into the local derby against Kerwin, and then whoever they come up against in the semi-finals. And see a couple of changes. I think Ethan Coco's back on the field here.
But if they can jag a win next week, they can actually finish. Second, and could be potentially playing St. Pat's again in a semi-final if St. Pat's is successful next week against Mackay State High School. Well, that is far from a foregone conclusion. That's the second time the kick's gone out in the full.
Young Jimmy the Jet McGowan out here on the right wing, St. Pat's. Very intimidating figure.
Very enthusiastic young player, Jimmy the Jet. At least we'll get some talk going.
You see, just as we mentioned before, you've now got St. Pat's without the footy, Ignatius Park on the attack again. It's been the theme of this half. Ignatius Park have had all the field position, even though they're running into this strong breeze.
Yeah, it hasn't affected them at all, the wind. So Maverick Pegararo back on the field and coming up with an error early. His carry.
Tough situation here for St. Pat's, with the game probably beyond them. What do they look to achieve in this last 12 minutes?
Well, they certainly have to work on their They had to work on their defence. Obviously, their edge defence has let them down.
Again, as you see, as soon as their first setback with the ball, they're able to get a penalty and get out of their own half. So.
Oh, turning the ball over earlier, it was that Thorburn, I think. There's the carry from the... There's no luck at all.
White Styles
it was. So turning the ball over early again. Coach Buckby must be beside himself over there.
Ignatius Park have going to that gear. They're straight on the front foot. Looking to play some attacking footy here.
So Iggy back to the sticks here. The Pegarara and dummy half, the shift outside there. Back over to the centre there, and Hampson finds the winger and into touch that time. So
great job from Corey Shepherd there.
Yeah, the right side, sorry, the St. Pat's left side defence. They did lead the try early, but you got a couple of good defenders over that side in Shepherd and Watkins, and they've been under the pump early. That's obviously Iggy's go-to more often than not. But they've withstood that pressure. It just comes down to that field position. Ignatius Park really working St. Pat's over in the middle and then shifting the ball wide. They've got a really good centre out there in Eddie Hampson. And proving a handful there for a smaller build in Corey Shepherd, but he's a good defender, Shepherd.
He's a great defender. Traditionally as well, again at schoolboy level, you tend to see your more defensive centres or defensive wingers play on the right side of the field. Teams shift the ball a lot to the left easier. So, as we're seeing there, the St. Pat's right edge having a few problems defensively. So,
Ethan Sweet getting through his work as he always does.
Very strong game. Looking to kick here.
Kinniston.
He's inside the 20. Knock on.
And that'll be St. Pat's feed, I'd say. They're going for the 40-20, but it's touched anyway. So Pat's feed, and they'll have an opportunity here to get some more points on the board with 8.5 minutes to go. Looking to build some confidence, St. Pat's now into their local derby game against Mackay State High School, which is always a cracker. It doesn't matter where the teams sit on the ladder of the Aaron Payne Cup. When the two local teams, St. Pat's and Mackay High, play each other, it's always played with immense passion in their school jumper jersey, and it'll be no exception next week. So both teams looking to avoid qualification for next year.
The Mackay High team pushed Ignatius Park. I think they had the lead at half-time last week.
That's right.
So definitely going to be a tough game. See Sweet there again with a tough carry.
Thorburn finds Big Jeffs, gets down.
Great scramble there from Ignatius Park.
Buddy Black. Thorburn. Over from dummy half, Toby Thorburn, the skipper. And gets a well-deserved try. It's good vision there from Thorburn. Probably just not seeing the best of Toby Thorburn in this comp due to, well, just not maintaining their fair share of possession, so the forwards aren't able to exert their dominance in the middle. But he's a quality player, young Thorburn, off to the Canberra Raiders next year.
Yeah, definitely one to watch. Hopefully progressing up through the grades over the next couple of years down at the Raiders, and yeah, more than enough talent to go all the way. Great attitude too, great kid, trains hard, very smart footballer. As you said, with St. Pat's turning over possession so easily, they haven't haven't been able to see the best out of him today or in any game this season for that matter. And
the rotation with him and Whitestyles has certainly enabled him not to stay fresh. He's usually plays a full game and has to get through an awful lot of work. So that certainly allows him to come on in the back end of these games and cause some damage around the ruck. $30 points to 12. 6.5 minutes remaining. Not enough time for St. Pat's to pull off a victory, but certainly enough time to make the scoreline respectable. The take there from Kynaston.
The strip.
Robinson.
Looking for Sweet here on the short side again.
Another solid run, running off a good pass there from Thorburn. Back to Robinson again in the middle. Robinson for a 16-year-old front row is all quality.
Yeah, Queensland Maroon front row last year for under 15, so.
Big Jeff's another 16-year-old. I wouldn't want to pay his grocery bill. Back to Kynaston. Puts it up high. The fullback in Hill. Takes that one.
And kicking before the last there, it just gives up an extra 10 or 15 metres. They had lots of momentum there.
Yeah.
Especially when you're chasing points, it could have been a good opportunity to actually play some attacking footy on the last tackle.
I know the message from Coach Buckby is not to kick before the fifth.
I think
saved that tackle, but moved past,
there.
went past the vertical. A bit of frustration. There's no malice in it. That certainly warrants a penalty. There was a send-off yesterday in the Kerr when St. Brennan's going for a dangerous throw, and it's important for young players like this to understand that as a part of the game. That's not necessary at all.
I think most players are understanding now when they do get into those positions not to follow through with the tackle, and you see there the penalty's warranted. The boys did the right thing by controlling the tackle.
Strong tackle that time.
Again,
not past the vertical.
Probably gone too far.
Yeah,
there.
too far.
Again,
Coco can get frustrated.
And that's the last thing you want in these last few minutes of these games when the scoreboard's beyond you, is to then take your frustration out with ill discipline. So
inside now, McCullough-Fickling. So it's a good run back to the middle of the field, and St. Pat's under the pump here again, giving piggyback penalties. That's the 15 and Jacob Vaiololo. Figueroa dummy half. Finding Burke. Duffy, grubber through, and knocked on there by Ignatius Park. So St. Pat's will get the ball back, 3.5 minutes remaining.
again, you can see the space opening up there for Ignatius Park on that right edge. From a slow play of the ball in the middle, there's really no reason that there should be any advantage out wide. Strong carry there from McGowan.
Good to see Maury Fatnana back out there in the yellow shirt, helping the boys out, former St. Pat's coach.
Yeah, great to have him back on board with the program.
Thorburn to Jeffs.
Still got one more up their sleeve here.
Last tackle here. Kynaston look on the short side. Cook picks it up high.
Too long.
And good judgment there by the fullback Hill. Lets the ball bounce and go into touch. So it'll be a 7 tackle set coming up here for Ignatius Park.
Again, there's no need for that from Kynaston. Yeah, it's not making their job any easier. Very preventable penalty there. And these, again, quite often we see these games, once the scoreboard's beyond one team, the ill discipline starts to creep in, and something you can't afford to do if you're going to be competitive at this level.
So just over a minute remaining in this match here, between St. Pat's and Ignatius Park. Been quite comprehensive, but St. Pat's game riddled with errors, and Ignatius Park is taking advantage of it, who haven't actually come up with too many errors at all. They've played a quality game of football, and well controlled by their halves in Knox and Duffy. Good strong carries from the front row of 22 and Damon Marshall, and their right edge through Adam Mitchell and Eddie Hampson has been very, very strong. Duffy now crossfield kick. Caller Fickling coming through, but St. Pat's up to that one and get the penalty for taking the player in the air. So that'll be full time, I think, just about. So just a player injured, and that will be St. Pat's over the penalty. And that will be all there is for today's game between Ignatius Park, and they'll take the win. Move to equal second on the ladder, I think, with Cathedral College, who has a game in hand, which is about to be played in an hour's time. So we have the Cowboys Challenge game between Mackay State High School and Cathedral College next. And then we'll have the next Aaron Payne Cup match between Mackay State High School and the Cathedral College, which have so far been very strong in this competition. But that's all there is for today's game. What's your thoughts, Michael?
Pretty comprehensive there from Ignatius Park. Thought at half time St. Pat's were definitely still in. I know the scoreboard might not have reflected that, but this Breeze is there's a couple of points within that. So, but just their inability to complete from their own half gave them no chance of mounting any attacking pressure. And as you've seen that, Ignatius Park had all the field position there against the Breeze, and were able to capitalise on it just simply with weight of possession. So St. Pat's will definitely be looking to put in a more disciplined performance going forward if they're to be a force in this competition.
So I know Coach Buckby has probably wanted more from the team in terms of their preparation, so we'll see how that loss affects them in that game. But they're obviously coming up next week. It's all going to come down to the local derby. I think qualification will be on the line in that game. Ignatius Park obviously playing against Kerwin next week. There's more than positions in the comp on the line for that one, though. There's a lot more feeling in the game than between those two schools.
I think having these local derbies, the Rockhampton schools are playing each other as well for that last round. I think it adds a bit of meaning to it, even for those teams who mightn't be able to qualify for the semi-finals. Exactly.
So until then, Michael and I will be back with you in an hour's time for the Aaron Payne Cup match between Cathedral College and Mackay State High School. In the meantime, you can enjoy the live stream provided by News Limited for the Cowboys Challenge match between the same two schools. So they'll be coming up in just a few minutes' time. Until then, we'll see you later.